Jansen Harris here with the Just Good Network joining me, and we almost didn't even get to the damn interview. We almost didn't get to the interview. I talk too much. Malik, you kind of talk a lot too, man.
Sports is a lot, man. Sports is a lot.
I'm like, dang, man, I feel like we real friends now. I'm like, Lord, we ain't just talking, man. I'm like, wow. But Malik Brown, Armchair All-American correspondent, Crush Sports Network, also correspondent, contributor. You know the deal. He got other titles too. I'm not gonna go through the whole list unless he wants to say it and stuff like that.
We're good.
But I brought you in here for a specific reason because, okay, I'm not at the Hawks games, okay? I'm not even at the practices. They don't even let me in the practices. They're like, hell no. You're
not you.
Not you. Everybody else, just not you. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll ask a couple of my buddies. I'll have Malik. I know he's going to pull up. So Malik, he pulled up so he can let me know what he's seeing. And he might hear some extra stuff. And I know he ain't going to give me that BS. So right now, what's your main concern with the Hawks? Last place in the East, behind my Knicks, and that's hard to do.
It's really hard to do at this point. It's crazy because it's not just one thing. It's not just one thing with the Hawks. Everybody wants to go with the safe answer and say, oh, John Collins was out 25 games. Oh, Kevin Huerter was out with multiple injuries. And yes, we can use those excuses, but the Hawks are just bad. They're just a bad team. They don't have that many solid, well-around players right now. They have 3 rookies on the team. Rookies aren't going to be those type of players that you want them to be the first season. They have to have time to progress. You see it with Cam Reddish. Everybody thought that Cam Reddish was going to be this guy that just comes out and just drops 20 a game, and it's the fans' fault. I did it myself. I thought that he was going to come out and show out. He's not been performing well. I mean, he's progressed well through the season like a rookie is supposed to, but you can't put certain expectations on people like that. DeAndre Hunter, he's been playing solid, but, he has his rookie lapses as well. He's not good every game. Bruno Fernando, he's been in and out of the G League. It's like these rookies are not performing. Like, you basically gave away 3 solid players in Dwayne Dedmon, Taurean Prince, and Kent Bazemore and replaced them with rookies and just thought everything was going to be okay. It's not going to be okay. You have to have a solid team, and the report was they don't have a voice in the locker room. I don't see it either. I don't see a voice. I mean, the first person I can think of is Vince Carter, but Vince Carter knows that he's not going to be on the team next season. Why?
That's what I'm thinking. Why would Vince give a damn?
He doesn't care. Evan Turner knows that he's not going to be on the team, and Chandler Parsons knows he's not going to be on the team. Those are your 3 veterans. What are they going to say? You need somebody like a Dwayne Dedmon that's going to get in your ear and know that he's probably going to be a part of the team long term. So that's another problem. I mean, and also, it's not defensively, it's not that many great players. I mean, you have DeAndre Bembry, but he's only good for defense. He has not been well on offense as well, and Coach Lloyd Pierce, he hasn't put him in the game at times. I mean, you can think of Jabari Parker. He's been playing well on offense. When John Collins was out, him and Trae Young was basically carrying the offense. But
absolutely.
Those are the 2 players on the team that are bad defensively. You can't keep them in the game when you need to stop. So you have to pick your battles at some time. And right now, I mean, Lloyd Pierce is probably having a hard time with that. So it's not. And when you think about it, John Collins and Kevin Huerter, they came back, last week against the Cavaliers?
Yeah.
They lost against the Cavaliers. Everybody thought everything was going to be all sweet and everything. They still lost. So it's not just the injuries or Kevin was out. The Hawks are just bad right now. They're bad.
Okay. I have to, from your perspective, too, because I talked to, don't know if you know him, Terrell. He covers the games, too.
Yeah, Terrell. I love Terrell.
Yeah, cool dude. He says he's disappointed lack of effort.
Yeah.
E-Dub, Hawks beat. He's disappointed, too, and he had a lot of extra stuff to say.
Yeah.
I didn't ask him about it today, but, he had a lot of extra stuff to say, too. So I'm like, all right, maybe I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm watching the game. I can actually clarify some stuff.
Right.
So I want to talk about Trae Young real quick.
Okay.
And damn it, I don't care. We're speculating. Okay?
Right.
28 points a game, damn near 29. Can't hate on that. 8 assists.
Right.
To me, defensively, he's not a guy who it seems like Lloyd Pierce could get him to play great defense.
Yeah.
And I know he's a young player.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to crap on him or say, oh, Trae Young's weak. He's not a real leader.
Right.
But, again, we're talking about the voice. Doesn't seem like there's a voice in the locker room of, hey, Lloyd Pierce wants us to play defense. And that's what's concerned me about this year. I'm not mad the Hawks are not a playoff team.
Right.
Okay, I'm not mad about that.
Right.
I'm just mad they're not the 10th or 19th
or higher. Yeah.
They could be 5 or 6 or 7 games under 500, but it's
not dead
it's
last.
like Lloyd Pierce's message. He's not really that strong figure. Like maybe they need a Bill Parcells in there or something, but of basketball. He's not like it's like he's their friend. That's what it feels like to me because
a coach player.
Yeah, coach player. I went to one game this year. All right, I'll admit that, guys. I went to one game, and the defensive lapses just keep happening. I can remember a game against the Rockets. Kid you not. Was it 140 or 150?
It was 140.
How the I can't even do that in 2K.
The Knicks dropped 142. It's the Knicks. The Knicks.
And I'm, as a Knicks guy, let's just keep it real.
Keep it real.
The Knicks were surprised. Like, we see this team plays worse defense than us.
And after that game, Marcus Morris had the nerve to say, okay, we can make a run. The Hawks had the Knicks thinking that they could make a playoff run. That's how bad it was.
Oh, my. I know his mom called him after, like, honey?
Relax.
You got to relax. But all seriousness right now, how frustrated do you feel like? We saw that we were talking about the tweet off air.
Yeah.
Am I looking too much into it? Because to me, he's frustrated.
Yeah.
He's just trying to keep a positive attitude.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anybody in the locker room who gives a damn. Chandler Parsons, like we were talking about, he's getting that money.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell happened to Evan Turner. I thought he was going to be like that sixth guy, that spark, maybe that Lou Williams, maybe not as good, but that Lou Williams impact. I don't see it. I think Lloyd Pierce is not happy with him either, obviously. But is he frustrated?
Yeah, it's very frustrated. But as far as saying that he frustrated to a point where he's like, dang it, am I on the right team? Should I make a switch? No. And if he is thinking like that, he has to slow it down because it's year 2 of the rebuild. I understand you expect it to be, like you said, maybe 10th seed, maybe higher, but you had some obstacles that you had to overcome so far this season. You're not going to be good like you think. I mean, you're carrying basically 80% of this offense. You want help. You're going to get help. Not probably soon, maybe not. I mean, we're just yesterday, I mean, Andre Drummond, we hear these trade talks with Andre Drummond, so I mean, he may get help soon, but you can't skip the steps. Earlier in the offseason, Coach Lloyd Pierce was talking about, we're a young team, but we don't want to skip steps. We don't want to, trade for this guy or sign this guy. It's a process. We're still a young team. And Trae Young has to understand that. We're a young team. It's only year 2. Coach Pierce is still learning himself. This is his first time being a head coach. This is his year 2. So just like Trae Young and Kevin Huerter are learning in their year 2, Coach Pierce is learning as well. He's done some questionable things this season, but you live and you learn, honestly. And that's when you get better. That's when you learn. That's when you get better as a coach. That's when you get better as a team, as a player. I mean, right now it just seems like they're not playing together as a team. Like, it's just not, they're not on one accord because it just seems like everybody has their own vendetta out. They just want to do their own thing. And with Evan Turner, like you said, I thought he was going to be that six-man guy. I was
excited about him.
As soon as they traded for him, I was like, this man could be like a Sean Livingston type guy as he was on the Warriors, as like Steph Curry coming off of ball screens. He doesn't have to be the ball handler, but he has not been that guy at all. And they just picked up Brandon Goodwin from the College Park Skyhawks. He's been playing good these past 2 games, so I think he's going to be on the team for a minute now.
Okay. Tell us a little bit, too, because you have a little bit exclusive on this.
Yeah.
How has he played with the Skyhawks?
Every time that man is fast. That man, and he's good. He's a scorer, and that's what the Hawks need. They need offense. You don't need, as of now, it looks like you don't need the type of player that Evan Turner is because he's not going to provide buckets for you. He is a great playmaker, but the Hawks need points, and he's not going to give you points. Brandon Goodwin is a scorer. He's going to give you points off the bench. That's what the Hawks need. They didn't have that. DeAndre Bembry and Evan Turner cannot be on the court at the same time. They're not great offensively. They could be good defensively, but you can't put those 2 on the court at the same time. It's just not going to work out.
Okay. 2 more, excuse me, I lied. 3 more questions. Let's go with John Collins first, a little bit lighter on that.
Right.
He was it back contusion?
Back contusion. Yeah,
contusion.
back
I
contusion,
heard it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Is he going to be, how soon do he comes back? Or are they just downplaying it? I heard he told Coach Lloyd Pierce that he'll be okay.
Yeah.
He's probably not going to play in tonight's game,
Yeah,
but
he's down
maybe
for
the next
night.
game.
He's down for the night. But
not a big deal, right?
one thing about it, you can just look at how many times Trae Young has sprained his ankle this year. And I tweeted something last week. I was like, it's either Trae Young has some good ankles or the Hawks have a great medical staff, because it's like the way you see him twisted, he done twisted his ankle 2 times this season. You would think that he would be out for at least 2 weeks, 3 weeks. He misses 1-2 games. He's right back and dropped 28 yesterday. So it's like, I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be back probably next week, maybe in 2 weeks, but he'll be fine. But it's just, with that is at the same, it's like the Hawks have not been lucky this season at all. Like, when I can't think of a time this season where they've really been healthy the whole time. Trae Young, John, and Kevin, they've probably only played about 5 games together out of this whole entire season.
Wow.
It's crazy. Like, things have not been going their way at all this season.
I have to speculate, 2021, 2022, Trae Young's contract's going to be up. Look, the NBA is all about stars. LeBron started this stuff.
Right.
If you really want to get specific, the Celtics, but they were old. LeBron started this.
Yeah.
We didn't think the Heat. He went to the Heat. We've seen it with Durant. We see every star.
Yeah.
Trae Young seems like the type of guy to me, he don't love Atlanta like that, okay? I don't love Atlanta either. I'm here because I'm here. So,
Right.
got something in common right there. I feel it. He don't love Atlanta.
Yeah.
Let's say next season they win 25 games or 30 games. Let's say the season after that, we're still talking. Let's say Lloyd Pierce gets fired next year. I wouldn't be surprised.
Right.
Because, okay, he's building with this young team, and then boom, they switch plans.
Yeah.
When does he get sick of the losing? If this team doesn't make the playoffs by the end of that contract, can you see him leaving?
No, I don't see him leaving at all, honestly. I think he's going to be a Hawk for life. But if it comes to a point where, because right now, as currently constructed, this Hawks team is not good. And if you, maybe a year or two from now, if we get some superstars and everybody starts developing, Cam Reddish becomes who everybody thinks Cam Reddish should be, and DeAndre Hunter continues to be the person he is, and John Collins does, if they don't get rid of that young core and they add some pieces, some young, maybe some veterans, some good veterans, and they're still losing a lot and they're only winning 25 games a season, that's when it becomes frustrating. But as of now, he shouldn't even be thinking about that. He's still in his rookie contract. I think he's fine. I think he's fine now.